What's up guys, TJ here. We're now at the Mitsubishi Xpander head-to-head test drive event, and we're going to be looking at the all-new Mitsubishi Xpander as well as compare it to some of its competitors here in the Philippines. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check out the event.
It's no secret that consumers are shifting toward crossovers and SUVs. Just look at Mitsubishi's current lineup and you'll find that the Mirage G4 is the only sedan that they currently offer. How about MPVs? Well, Filipinos love MPVs. Think Mitsubishi Adventure. But due to strict emission rules, Mitsubishi decided to bid farewell to the long-standing nameplate. But of course, the adventure continues, pun intended. Welcome to the all-new Mitsubishi Xpander. The Xpander isn't exactly a successor to the Mitsubishi Adventure. That said, the Xpander wears Mitsubishi's latest design language with aggressive lines throughout the body. The front end is a love it or hate it affair, but it incorporates Mitsubishi's iconic dynamic shield design flanked with thin LED park lights. Don't be fooled, the halogen reflective headlights are located at the bumper. The side profile features a sharp character line together with a floating roofline. The rear sees a wraparound taillight and sharp angles through the tailgate. Overall, the exterior design is cohesive, fresh, and modern. The Toyota Rush is the latest to arrive in the MPV party here in the Philippines. While Toyota markets this as a crossover SUV, I personally think it's still an MPV. That's up for you to decide which segment this fits in, but the Rush has an eye-catching design that's very reminiscent of the Toyota Fortuner. From the sleek headlights, tapered side windows, smooth body lines, and horizontal taillights, you won't mistake this for any other car but a Toyota. The Honda BR-V is the pioneer of the crossover MPV segment here in the Philippines. It was Honda's perfect timing that made this one of the best-selling models. Released after the Mobilio, a full-on MPV, the BR-V has more of an upscale and SUV vibe compared to the former. The BR-V wears Honda's corporate grille, with sharp headlights and projector housing and an aggressively styled bumper down below. Black plastic body cladding is the name of the game here, as it wraps around the exterior. Sharp creases along the side and a Thunderbolt beltline makes the BR-V look moving while standing still. At the rear, there are hints of design elements from its big brother, the CR-V. The Ertiga that we have here is actually the outgoing 2018 model. Out of all the competition, the outgoing model feels vanilla. A friendly face up front and large windows mean that Suzuki is playing safe with its design. This is all addressed on the 2019 model as Suzuki updated the whole vehicle with a more aggressive styling. Inside the Xpander, the cabin feels open and airy. The dashboard is mounted low and angled, giving a nice view of the road ahead, while large windows bring light to the interior. The seats are comfortable and storage spaces are logically laid throughout. Seating capacity is rated at 7, but the third row is best reserved for children. You can definitely do long journeys or brave traffic in the Xpander. Climbing inside the Rush, the dashboard is upright and tall, which makes it a little hard to look out front. The small windows doesn't aid in much light and the overall interior design feels low rent. While build quality is what you'd expect from a Toyota, the materials used are cheap hard plastics. Thankfully, all of this make up for convenience features like push-button start, multifunction steering wheel, touchscreen infotainment, and bright gauges to name a few. Storage spaces are average while passenger space at the second and third row feel a bit cramped. Honda is known for making a practical and durable interior, and the BR-V is no exception. Onward visibility is great thanks to the expansive windshield and a low sightline. The dashboard has a tech vibe to it with much of the controls angled toward the driver. Everything is logically laid out and storage spaces are neatly located throughout. Fit and finish is superb and the materials may mostly be plastics but it feels nice and sturdy. Passenger space at the second row is generous and the third row seemed to fit me for short distance travel. As mentioned, this is the outgoing Ertiga and it shows inside. The interior is starting to feel dated and the all beige color scheme isn't helping. Storage space inside is also limited as I didn't even have a place to put my phone. Passenger space at the second row is okay, but the third row is best reserved for children. Again, this is all addressed in the all-new 2019 Ertiga. Driving behind the wheel of the Xpander is a comfortable and relaxed experience. As much as I love to drive exciting and fun sports cars, the Xpander is meant to be a daily driver. Visibility is great and the driving position is spot on. The Xpander went through the course with flying colors. It managed bumps pretty well, the steering is light, requiring minimum effort, the turning radius is also great, power delivery is smooth and linear while being punchy when you need it to. Getting behind the wheel of the Rush, you have to climb up since it has a higher ground clearance and yet for some reason, the dorsal is higher than the car's floorboard. The body of the Rush is narrower and you can feel it inside. Once off the line, the steering feels heavier and power delivery is somewhat rushed, no pun intended. The suspension feels harder and the ride quality is bouncy over bumps. The turning radius is also larger so maneuvering it in tight spaces may be a challenge. Simply put, the experience was like driving a Toyota Vios on stilettos. If you ever drove or own a Honda vehicle, then the BRV feels very well familiar. The seating position is spot on and visibility is great thanks to the large windows, though the dashboard seems to be placed a little higher. Driving off, the BRV has a light but nicely weighted steering wheel, the turning radius is spot on, and the overall ride quality is comfortable. Unlike the rest of the competition that uses a 4-speed slush box, the BRV benefits from a CVT transmission with paddle shifters that can simulate gear shifts. Power delivery feels refined and when you put it to speed, the BRV delivers. This being the outgoing Ertiga, it definitely feels its age. Ride quality is okay, but there's a lot of road noise coming inside the cabin. Bringing in the new model was just the right time for the Ertiga as it faces tough competition. For my final verdict, I'm going to cross the Ertiga out because there's already a 2019 model that I have yet to try out. So it leaves us with the Xpander versus the Honda BRV and the Toyota Rush. This is a pretty hot segment right now and Filipino families should be wary in making this investment. The Toyota Rush may be on top of every Juan's list because of the brand, however, there's something more than just a brand. The Rush may look like a baby Fortuner, but in terms of interior quality and overall ride comfort, there's little to be desired. The BRV is the most expensive in this bunch, but you get what you pay for with a premium interior, CVT transmission, and a refined ride all wrapped in a handsome package. That leaves us with the Xpander being the middle ground. It's well priced, the interior fit and finish is spot on, the ride quality is superb, and the exterior, well, it's polarizing to say the least. It's everything you'd want for a daily driver, which is why the Xpander wins this test. If you're in the market for these vehicles, I highly encourage you to test each and every vehicle to find out which one suits you best. Okay everyone, so that's it for this video. I hope you find this informative. If you want to know more, you can visit Mitsubishi's socials and contact details in the description below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button together with the bell icon to get notified once I upload a new video. This has been TJ and thanks for watching.